we need to have a little chat because I am getting a sense that some of you still feel uncomfortable about AI, but I also see that a lot of you are intrigued about how it can help you improve your life and evolve into the best form of yourself. Make sure you keep watching this video. So let's dive into the last video that I made talking about AI and evolving yourself and becoming a better person. Well, I showed you how you can use AI to build you out a full calendar and notify you on when you're supposed to be doing the things that you put in that schedule, in that calendar. I think a lot of you enjoy that video because so far that video has the most views on my channel. So I want to dive deeper into this, but I also want to talk a little bit about some of the nervousness around AI. So when AI first became mainstream, trust me, I had my worries just like everybody else. But I very quickly learned that it was not going anywhere. And in fact, we would see more AI embedded into every part of our lives, including the mental health and wellness space. And it's already happening. I'm not the first person to integrate AI into the wellness space. It is happening. I dare you to go Google it right now. But the thing about AI that really helped me become more comfortable with the thought about it was the more I know about AI, the better I felt about it. It didn't feel like this crazy machine that will one day take over the world and destroy all of us. It started to become more as a tool and asset that we can use to get things done faster and more efficiently. Now, do I think at some point AI could become a problem? Absolutely. But I really think more so than it is the AI itself, it would be the people that's using it for bad and it becoming a sentient thing that can start thinking for itself. With the input of those people who put not so healthy thoughts into it, it can very well become a problem. But this is why I want to have more conversations around AI. I want more women in these spaces talking about AI, talking about the good things that you can do with it, so we can put in those input more good instead of just waiting for somebody to input the bad. So now with that out of the way, let's talk about a couple of different things that I use AI for that help me get a better grasp, if you will, on my home life. So personally, I just went through this journey of decluttering and simplifying my home. This has helped me organize my home to a crazy extent. So my problem was, how do I keep a home clean when I'm working, my husband's working, I have 3 kids, sometimes plus more, running through my house all the time? How do I keep it clean? And the first thing that I realized is I had too much stuff. I know I'm not alone when I say that. So we're going to get that together. I want to show you guys a couple of different prompts to help you simplify your life. And before I jump into this, I just want to say, before I bought my second home, I became super obsessed with learning how to organize my home, learning how to clean up my home, and the systems behind it. I learned that the reason why it was hard for me to clean wasn't just because of the clutter, but it was because I didn't have systems in place. So having a system to keep your home clean is going to be number one. Let me just go ahead and say that I would not be able to keep my home clean if it wasn't for the systems. Every single room in my house has a system to keep it clean. I'm going to do another video going into a deeper dive into that and all the things that I learned, so I can share that with you guys. But today we're simply going to just talk about step 1, decluttering your home. Because if we don't declutter, it's kind of hard to implement those systems. Actually, it'll be impossible. So let's start with a few different ways that you can post this to your chat. And it's kind of like doing research. What does it mean to be a minimalist? What does it mean to be a brutalist? There's different types of home interior design styles, if you will. I'm not an interior designer, so I might say things wrong. Forgive me in advance. But you have brutalists who believe in just, all I need is just 1 cup, 1 fork, 1 plate for each person in my home. And then you have minimalists, which is just the very minimum of what we need. That's the one that I chose. That is the method that I chose to implement into my home. So as it pertains to my kitchen, for example, I have 4 or 5 different plate sets. I threw them away or gave them away depending on the quality of them. And I went out and bought a cheaper plastic where it looks like a nice set, but it's actually plastic so it doesn't break. I still have small kids, so it's important for me, and they were dishwasher safe. Now I have a family of 5. We have about 8 plates. That gives us 5 plates for all of us, plus a couple extra to give us some leeway, or if we have a couple of guests over. I did the same thing with my bowls and cups forth. As it pertains to silverware, I feel like you can never really have enough silverware, and we're throwing it in the dishwasher anyway, so I didn't change the amount of silverware that I had. Now, when it came to my cooking utensils, I had probably about 2 to 3 sets. I had some wooden sets I didn't like because they chipped away. I had some plastic sets that were kind of melting away, so I changed that and kept all of my metal cooking utensils. As it pertains to how I keep everything clean, well, one, I have less stuff now to store, so I made sure that I organized my cabinet so you can see everything clearly as soon as you open up. Once somebody uses a plate, it doesn't go in the sink, it goes in the dishwasher instead. And then at the end of the night, we run the dishwasher, and then every morning I unload the dishwasher. I went to the dollar store and got me a little clean dirty magnet, and I'm able to now flip it to clean or dirty so everybody in my home knows whether the dishes in the dishwasher are clean or dirty. And this one simple thing, and I'm just going over some very basics, that's not my full kitchen. This is just one part of the decluttering process that we did and the systems that I in place in my home that helped me keep my home clean longer, easier, and more efficiently. Look, we're already busy. We don't need to add anything extra on ourselves. Why not create some systems? Now, here's how you can use AI to help you do this. You can go to your ChatGPT and say, hey, I have 25 bowls and 45 plates and this and that and all of this. This is the amount of people in my home. We typically entertain about this many times a month. I typically like this style of dinnerware. The more information you can give it, the better. And then I want you to tell it, create a decluttering process so I can have a minimalist style kitchen and help me create a system that works for me. Here is my schedule so I can keep my kitchen clean. Let it also know the amount of people in your home that is helping you clean your kitchen. Maybe your oldest daughter, your oldest son, or your husband. Or maybe you do have staff that comes over and clean. Maybe you have cleaning staff that comes twice a week. Go ahead and apply all of that to your prompt. Add it in ChatGPT and let ChatGPT build you out a system that works for your home. It really is not as hard as we make it out to be. And listen, I know for some of you, it might feel icky to use ChatGPT in your personal life, but let me tell you, the more you do it, the easier it gets. And what's wrong with getting things done faster? Yes, we can write all these things down, get all the equations done or whatever and figure it out. But we already don't have time now. That's why you're here. Your life is a hot mess now. You have chaos now, and that is why you're here, and we're getting it together. So I want you to use the tools that are available to you to help you create a better life for yourself. At the end of the day, the goal is to evolve to become the best version of yourself, that a different form of yourself that is more efficient, that uses the things that are around her, that walks into her home and feels confident and stress-free because your home is clean and you have a system in place to keep it clean. The person who can tell your children what to do, when to do, and how to do it, and you have all the details laid out. You can let ChatGPT literally create a chore list for your kids and print it out. This will help you truly become the woman that you desire to be. And now you have more time to focus on making more money, learning new skills, spending time with your family, hanging out with friends, and just doing the things that you love. This is my desire for you. This is my want for you. I am making these videos to help you to utilize these tools to create a better life for yourself. And I'm super excited to hear about if you try this and how it worked for you. Make sure you drop a comment to let me know. If you enjoyed videos like this and want to see more, please let me know in the comments as well. I don't want to be making videos that you don't want to watch anyways. So I hope this video was very helpful. I'm going to be making another video going deeper into how I organize my home and the different systems that I put in place for all of my home to help keep my home clean. When your home is clean, you just feel better. Your mind is a whole lot more clear. Remember, some of us are already in the category of being a neurodivergent mom, and our brain is always going, and we're kind of used to this organized chaos. But we're not bringing that into 2026. We're going to get our lives together in 2026, and we're going to do it in a way that our brain can function in, like in a way that our brain can understand, because our brain is just different from everybody else's. But I am here to help you as a fellow neurodivergent mom. If I can do it, I know that you can do it too. But we're going to do this thing together. I'm going to keep coming up with different ways I can help you. And I'm just excited to be taking this journey with you to help you become the better version of yourself. I'm already seeing the potential that you have, and I know that you can do it. Love you, and see you in the next video. If you're not ready to finish hanging out with me, make sure you stick around and watch either one of these videos, and you don't have to go anywhere. See you soon.